Hello again. Welcome to SmartGence training. So in this session, we'll be talking about global picklist. So global picklist. So this global picklist is basically used for sharing a single set of picklist values among different custom picklist fields and custom objects. So instead of defining the picklist values, individually on fields, we can have the values defined separately, and we can use a same set of values among various fields. So that is what global picklist would do. And it is actually a restricted pick list. So what is a restricted pick list is like, if we load some value from backend which is not a part of that pick list values, then it would get loaded if it is not a restricted pick list value, pick list field. But if it is restricted pick list, then it don't happen. Like for example, let's say we have a country pick list and we have countries like US, UK, India defined in the pick list value. And if it is a restricted pick list value, if you are trying to load the country value as Pakistan, it would not be loaded. So it is a restricted pick list and it would not allow values outside that defined values to be loaded into the system. And the list of values in the global pick list would get locked and cannot be edited at the custom pick list field. So if you want to edit something on the pick list values, then we have to edit at the global pick list value level. So it would be reflected in wherever it is being referred. So comparison between pick list and global pick list. So firstly, pick list is a field type, whereas global pick list are not a field type. And the pick list is actually a set of values to be displayed in a drop-down menu only on specific object and only on that particular specific field. Whereas global pick list values would allow us to create a set of pick list values that can be used by multiple fields across multiple objects, as we have just seen. And picklist values are created on individual objects, as we have seen, and global picklist are created from the picklist value sets option in setup. So to create a global picklist value, we have to navigate to setup, and from there we have to navigate to picklist value sets. And a quick fact, so we can have a maximum of 1000 picklist value in the global picklist set, combined of inactive and active picklist values. So let's now have a quick demo session on this. Okay, so in this demo session, let us see how to create a global picklist set and how to use it. So firstly, for creating, we have to navigate to setup, and in quick find, if we search for picklist values, it would be available under objects and fields. So on the click of this, you'll be navigated to the page, and by clicking new, we can create a new global value set. So let me name this as country, as we have seen in the presentation. So name as is, and the values I'm going to give it as India, US, UK, Japan, China. And we can see we can define whether we want the values to be displayed alphabetically and to have the first values default value. I'm just going to have this checkbox unchecked for the demo purpose. So I'm clicking on save. So we need to use this, right? So yeah, and also before that, you can see, right, as you have seen in the presentation, we can have a maximum of 1000 active and inactive picklist values. So that is what we have seen in the presentation. So let us use this in a field in the campaign standard object, which is a standard object available in Salesforce. So let me navigate to this campaign object. So in campaign fields and relationship, a new, we are going to create a picklist field, right? So picklist, next. So I'm going to name this field as country as well. And I have this radio button, use global picklist values set being checked. So we have this drop down, correct? So when we click on this drop down, all the available global picklist value sets should be available here. So right now we have only this. So I'm going to select this and everything else as default. Next, I'm going to provide visible permission for everything. So next, and yeah, page layout, let it be yes. So let us now try creating a campaign record. So I'm navigating to campaign tab. So yeah, I'm clicking on new, and we'll be able to see this new country picklist field which we have created right now. And the drop down values has all the 5 countries which are defined in the global picklist value sets, right? So this is how global picklist value set should work. Thank you and happy learning.